Now, let's welcome to the program Jacob Malkoun. Jacob, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Not too bad. We appreciate your time. What's fight week like for you?
Oh, it's been pretty good. Pretty relaxed, chill, putting the final touches and ready to go.
Are you an athlete that tries not to think about you have a fist fight in 3 days, or are you the athlete that puts the picture like Rocky Balboa and you're centered in on your opponent?
Not really. Neither really. I try to stay relaxed, but you still have a job to do. You're not here on a holiday, laying down by the pool. But as well, I don't want to think about it too much to be too nervous either. If that makes sense.
Sure. No, absolutely. You go by the nickname Mamba. I'm curious, what did Kobe Bryant mean to you?
It was just, to be honest, obviously, the way it started, it was just like we used to play NBA 2K to play the game. We used to always pick him. And he just started from there. But then, obviously, his work ethic and his mentality towards sport and competing, obviously, like it made me kind of think that's who you got to be like. Obviously, you got to work hard. Everyone's talented. Everyone's working hard, but you got to try your best to outwork everyone else.
I'm sure you've seen a lot of the stories, and I just recently saw one where an ex-player went up to him and said, how come you would never pass whoever this one player was the ball? And he said, because he comes 5 minutes before practice and he leaves when practice is over. If he's not going to put in the extra time, I'm not passing him the ball.
Right. That's his mentality. Like if you don't keep up, if you don't put the work in, kind of don't deserve to play with him, kind of thing.
Definitely. For sure. Are you a fan of other sports? What other sports do you follow, play, watch?
Obviously, I watch the NBA. I'm a fan of, I don't know if you know the rugby league as well.
Well, I was hoping you were going to bring up rugby because I knew that you were involved in that, because I have a rugby question. So yeah. I love going to the sevens, and they have the 7 tournament in Vegas. I try to go to it every year, but I still don't understand the one part where they pick the guy up and they throw him in the air so he can catch the ball. Can you explain that to me?
Yeah, that's union, rugby union. I'm more into the rugby league. It's a bit of a different sport, but yeah, the rugby union thing, yeah. I don't really watch rugby union, so I don't know. Can't help you there.
So what's different? What of the rugby that you like? What is there? Tell me about that. Maybe I'll divert my interest.
The rugby league's got like 6 plays. It's not it's not just continuing. You got six play the balls. You got to kick and it just keeps going. It's hard to explain, but there's little differences. But a bit faster. A bit. I grew up with it a bit more. If that makes sense.
I definitely love watching it. It definitely is fun. But you're getting back to work on Saturday. Give me your thoughts, your opinion on your opponent.
Yeah, he's a tough guy. It's going to be a tough fight. He's got some good grappling, good wrestling, good cardio. Obviously, he's a tough dude. And, yeah, I'm ready. I've worked hard, as I always do. So I just got to get out there and perform my best. And I think my best will be good enough.
What's the strangest, if anything like that has happened, the strangest, funniest thing that's ever happened in the middle of a fist fight that you were involved in?
Never really fun, mate. It's not, as in, there's nothing funny and fun about being in a fist fight. But for some reason, we love it as well. We love the preparation. We love the fight. But, yeah, I don't find anything funny in there, to be honest. Want to get in, get out, and get back home.
What are you thinking about in the middle of the fight? Or are you not even thinking? And that's the beauty of it, that you're just reacting.
Yeah, like you're reacting. Obviously, sometimes thoughts come in. Like, you really don't want to think. But obviously, sometimes you might think this, think that. But you want to try to be in the zone and just let all your training and reactions, and instincts, do what they do.
So Jacob, this is a little bit off subject. So I apologize for that. But back about 20 years ago, I did a business plan for a restaurant called Hookers, and it was a rugby-themed sports bar that was going to be geared towards rugby, similar to Hooters, but all rugby-themed club sport, beers from around the world imported, cigar lounge, humidor. But for the people that don't know stateside, how big is rugby in Australia and New Zealand?
Yeah, rugby and rugby league is very big in Australia. It's like one of the main sports in the country. Yeah, just like I don't know, it's just you gotta be a super athlete to be good at it as well. You gotta be strong, you gotta be fit, and yeah, it's just massive.
That's why I've never played. I'm not strong. I'm not an athlete. It works out well.
That's why you can't be one of my hookers.
Perfect.
That's why I wasn't that good at it.
Jacob, what can the fans expect to see when you get back in the octagon on Saturday?
So you just got to expect it's going to be a good fight. It's going to be a hard fight, and I think it's going to be a highly competitive fight. But I'm coming to win. I want to be relentless, and yeah, we're just going to see what happens. It would be easier to tell you after the fight what's going to happen, but I can't.
Well, we're all looking forward to it. Thank you very much for your time. I know we have your address. We're going to send you a care package from 8 Man Strong for giving us a couple minutes of your time. And first and foremost, have fun on Saturday night.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
Jacob Malkoun back in the octagon on